The opening match of this Tri-Tag Rugby International Series sees the men's team from Great Britain and Ireland take on their equivalent from OzTag Australia. Our referee for this opening encounter is Matt Gillett. Michael Agnew is going to get us underway. Here's Dickens. He finds Roach, who clears downfield. Warwick Oates now for Australia. Agnew, surging run. Agnew is going to get the opening score here. Australia lead in this opening match. Whiteley offloads to Agnew. Here is David Whiteley again. Good play between those two, and Whiteley will double the Australian lead. Great Britain and Ireland still struggling to get a foothold in this match. Got to keep the pressure on though. Gareth Roach now, and here is Dave Pack. Oh, he's tagged. That is not going to count. There was a little bit of complacency here. Pack thought he'd scored, but Michael Agnew at the last second makes the tag. Warwick Oates collects the ball for Australia. He's looking for options. He may not need them. He's got great pace, Oates. And he could be in here. Oh, he's beaten the last man. It's a length of the field try by Warwick Oates. Groth. Dave Whiteley. Well, he was always looking to give it back to Braden Groth there, who's got the pace, but he is tagged by Dave Twohig. The pressure stays on Great Britain and Ireland. Here is Craig Winton, and here is Michael Agnew, and that will be a try. They worked it beautifully. Rhys Jones to Craig Winton, and there's a lovely little dummy coming in there from Matt Osmond. He took the winger with him, and Agnew scores in the corner. Oh, nice reverse pass to Nick Laneson. Twohig with the interception, and then with the tag. Good defensive play. And Twohig once again very active in defence. Is Kieran Haberjan. And here is Laneson again. He's got the pace, and he will score a try. OzTag Australia are running away with it here. Haberjan to Dave Whiteley. Oh, terrific spin to take him past his marker. And they've got men over here. Great Britain and Ireland could be in trouble. And here is Mark Lee, who will score. They were all at sea, the home side. Always struggling after that terrific run and pass from Dave Whiteley. Team GB will go again. Here's Chris Record. Bisson. Twohig. He is tagged. And they go down the blind side with Record. Inside pass to Twohig, who did brilliantly there, and fine Record. Oh, and the referee blows for half-time. Here's Haberjan, who had such a good first half. Well, he picked out Mark Lee there, but he was tagged. I think it was GB&I's John Dingley who got in the way. Haberjan again. Daniel McDonough draws the tackle, and Matt Osmond scores in the corner. All credit to Team GB&I, they are still plugging away here. Oh, that's intercepted by Twohig, who is going to score their first try of the afternoon. A mistake by Dave Whiteley, his pass intercepted. Here's Matt Haberjan. Craig Winton now, his kick is blocked, and the chase is going to be on here for Dave Twohig. Has he got the pace? I don't think he's going to get there. Oh, he's knocked it on. That is very unfortunate for Twohig, whose hard work created that opportunity. Matt Osmond receives the kick for OzTag Australia, and he's still got plenty of pace left in it. Looked like he was fouled. Referee plays on, and Nick Laneson comes inside and scores another memorable try. OzTag Australia demonstrating their mastery. They run out 14-1 winners.
Fantastic first game for you guys against the Great Britain and Ireland under-30s. How did it go for you. You happy with the score?
Oh, very happy with the way the boys played. We were pretty focused on in our training, getting our moves right. The boys completed 100% in the first half. We started to lax off a bit in the second half, but we got our focus back and really come home strong.
So 2 more games for you guys to play. Any sort of additional bits and pieces? Assuming the weather doesn't hold, you'll be just playing the same again.
I just think we're going to get to focus on completing our sets of 6 and getting to the kick and keep playing keep playing the ball in their half, and I think we'll win.
Our first mixed game of the afternoon sees Try Tag Rugby England go head to head with Oz Tag Australia mixed. Our match referee for this encounter, Ben Durston. Captain and player coach Tim Ross will get us underway. Tim Ross takes the tap, but finds there is no way past Selwyn Bridger. Here's Lee Miller. Went for the dummy, but he was tagged by Trent Sinney. Here's Ross. Comes back to Shantamura. Oh, and it could be on for Lorna Davis, who scores in the corner. And England have a try. Here's Trent Sinney. Scott Borg takes over. Evades the tackle and will score. He had too much pace for England there. There's David Cooper for Australia. Goes past one. Couldn't evade Rachel Spear, who showed quick hands in defence there. Oh, and showing quick feet is Melissa Mikhailov, who is going to score. She surged right through the heart of the English defence. Borg finds Jordan Trindle, who drew the tackle before finding Jared Samet, who has an absolute age to confirm the try for Oztag Australia. You just get the sense that England are fading in this second half rather. Here's Dave Cooper breaking through and scoring for Australia. Scott Borg. Trent Sinney arriving. Oh, great tag by Dom Wild right at the last. Here comes Jared Samet, he gets there, and the race is going to be on here. Samet, oh, that's a terrific pickup. And he was foiled by a diving tackle by Philip Brown. Great play all round there. Oh, now it's Rachel Spear with a terrific tag on Mikhailov. Samet finds Sam Scott, switches it back inside to Scott Borg. Now he is tagged. This is a terrific passage of play. Now Samet directing operations again. Bridger finds Kath Collins, but there's more good defence from England. Kath Collins plays it to Jordan Trindle. Here is Selwyn Bridger, who kicks through, and he could be in. Oh, Philip Brown with another tremendous diving tag. Not the first time we've seen it from him. Here's Kath Collins again. Tries to go between Morris and Rachel Spear, but she comes away with the tag. Here's Trindle. Samet arriving. Well, he's through. He looked for a pass, but then scored himself. Scott Borg. Mel Reid takes over for Australia and finds David Cooper. Reid again. This is a terrific passage of play from Australia. Jared Samet picks up the loose ball. Oh, terrific dummy. And Samet is going to score. There's too much power there for the English defence. Terrific play from Jared Samet, who has been the star man. Lee Miller will kick off for England. David Cooper. He is tagged by England's Dom Wild. Trindle. A little bit too hesitant. He was tagged by Sam Scott. Now here's Jared Samet. He had a bit of ball juggling to do, but he races away and puts in Mel Kassim for a try. Unselfish play from Samet, who showed tremendous ability to bring the ball under control. England 2, Oztag Australia 16 is the full-time score here.
I'm now joined by players from the England team who just played. Mike, how did it go?
It was good. It was interesting. It was quick.
Quick game?
Yeah, very quick.
Tim, you've been coaching and captain this team. Thoughts for the game and for the rest of the day?
Yeah, we went really well for obviously the first international that England's actually played, and yeah, I think we're just aim is to keep improving and try and get better with it as the day goes on.
And any suggestions as to what's going to happen for the next couple of games? Maybe any tactics, thoughts for that?
I think we're just going to try and talk a bit more.
Bit more communication.
Learn from the last game and just work from there.
Just a bit of background from you. How long have you been playing tag?
Year and a half.
Year and a half. Sports before that?
Cricket mainly, rugby league, rugby union.
And for the rest of you?
About 6 years, and I play rugby union as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, about 10 years, and yeah, 10 years.
Enjoying it so far?
Yeah, enjoying it. I've actually previously played for Australia, so now it's good to play against them and try and dust them for a different country.
Brilliant. And just how English are you?
Oh, very English. I've been here for a year and a half, and I've got an English passport, so...
Brilliant. So that's
English
why
as it
you're
comes.
playing?
Yeah, that's it. Fully qualified.
Fully qualified. And how long have you been playing tag?
I've been playing for about 3 or 4 months, and prior to that, I played rugby union.
Game 3 of this Tri-Tag Rugby International Series sees the over-30s get their chance. The veterans of Oztag Australia take on those of Great Britain and Ireland. Steve Van Gemert, Craig Causey now. Here's Steve Butler, and Matthew Gardner is in the corner. And it's a try for Oztag Australia, who made that look very easy indeed. Matt Canalis finds David Curtis. Now here is Craig Hawkins, who's got the pace, but Paul Wycherley just able to make the tag. Last-ditch defending by Great Britain and Ireland. Now here's Curtis again. This time it's Cassidy So that is able to stop his man. Australia will bring it back for David Curtis to play the ball. Here's Matt Canalis. Scott Gandy arriving. Terrific short ball to Lee Gallagher. But Bernard Casey made the tag this time. Gandy plays it to Canalis, and they could be in. And David O'Connor gets the try for Oztag Australia. The tourists looking to continue their domination with Steve Van Gemert. Quick plays it. Here's Brandon Punter. Gallagher, Steve Butler, Matthew Gardner could be in. But Martin Kearney is there with the tag. Great cover defence. Now, Steve Butler looking for options here. Oh, the most pronounced of dummies, and then Gardner knocks it on. Great Britain and Ireland survive. So Bernard Casey will take the drop out for Great Britain and Ireland. Matt Canalis picks it up, ships it on to Andrew Bullivant, who ran into trouble. Canalis finds Gandy. There's no way through for him, but there may yet be for David O'Connor. He scores try number 6 for Australia. Team GB&I having to work overtime here just to stay in the match. Here is Van Gemert. Steve Butler tries that little dummy of his and feeds Matthew Gardner. Another score for Oztag Australia. Matt Canalis. Stopped in his tracks by Cassidy So. Here's Steve Van Gemert, nice little dummy. Options left and right, but he finds Bullivant. And Oztag Australia are swarming forward once again. Well, we've got tags all over the place here. I think Gallagher was tagged by Gary McNamara there. Canalis, Van Gemert, Bullivant. He's surely going to score. He is. Great play from Andrew Bullivant. The rain really coming down now. Here's Van Gemert over the shoulder to Steve Butler, who snakes his way through the England defence. There's one over the top to Craig Hawkins. Oh, this is tremendous play. They cannot stop him. Eventually he is tagged. Now here's Canalis, who has men either side of him, but he doesn't need either of them. Young finds Paul Wycherley, who goes past David O'Connor. Oh, he thought he was in there, but Andrew Bullivant was there with a last-ditch tag. Young again, Cassidy, Russell Crane knocks it on. Well, it was comprehensive in the end. Oztag Australia scoring 9 tries without reply. Great Britain and Ireland take on Oztag Australia for the second time this afternoon. Rhys Jones for Australia. Oh, terrific reverse pass to Kieran Haberjan, who spotted the gap and scores the try. Team GB&I still looking to make an impression on this game, really. And there could be more trouble here because Mark Lee has picked out Matt Osmond, who will go over for the try. Penalty to Australia then. Mark Lee taps and goes. Barry prevented the pass, but Lee regathers it. And then there's a tag there on Matt Osmond. Nick Bisson, I think, got in the way. Haberjan finds Braden Groth. He is tagged. Haberjan again. Jones onto Daniel McDonough. He was caught on the way through by Dunn. Laneson finds Rhys Jones. Haberjan back to Jones, who continued his run. Ducks back inside. Haberjan. Oh, terrific hands from Laneson, and Daniel McDonough scores the try. And that is the score of the match so far. Daniel McDonough claims it, but it was a fantastic piece of play from Nick Laneson. Australia offside. Chris Record takes it quickly. He is tagged. Twoig now. Oh, a hopeful pass, and it's intercepted by Matt Osmond, who has got pace, and they are not going to catch him. Steve Barry is closest, but he can't make the tag, and that is a great solo try from Matt Osmond. Australia then on the last tackle. How will they play this one? There's the kick, and it deflects right into the arms of Craig Winton, and Kieran Haberjan will score the try. Well, it was an unfortunate deflection for GB&I. Dunn plays the ball to Steve Barry. Now Ian Kerr. Oh, terrific running from Kerr. He accelerates through the gap, but he's tagged by Mikey Agnew. Now here's Roach. Twoig. Oh, he's tagged. The referee will pull it back. Dave Pack thought he was in, but it was a good tag by Matt Osmond. Well, the referee is actually saying the tag was earlier than that. It was made on Roach, apparently, so Team GB&I going all the way back. Oh, that's not the best pass. It was mishandled by Ian Kerr. And they've lost about 15 metres there, Great Britain and Ireland. Here's Barry. He is tagged. But the momentum has very much been lost here. Disappointment for Team GB&I. They're about 10 metres out, Australia. Here's Whiteley. Daniel McDonough. Well, there was a great tackle there from Diarmid Dunn. McDonough was travelling at some speed there. Now Rhys Jones, oh, that's cute from Jones, but it's not going to count. There was a tag right at the death. Andy Dickens, oh, that's a poor pass. Record did well to gather it. And then John Dingley puts it down. A comedy of errors there from Great Britain and Ireland. Now Daniel McDonough making some good ground. Steve Barry and Daniel Thompson combining to stop him. Now here's Matt Haberjan. To Kieran Haberjan, who's through and scores. Australia extend their lead. John Dingley. Chris Record. Roach is calling for it and gets it. Oh, but he collides with his own player. Diarmid Dunn and Gareth Roach picking the same path. Now Steve Barry halts Nick Laneson in his tracks. McDonough now takes the tag. Finds Rhys Jones. Well, not the best of passes, but Winton took it up. Oh, great footwork from Winton, and he's going to score. He's got the pace to stay away from trouble. And that will give Oztag Australia a 16-0 lead. It has been a fantastic display from them.
Joined now by some of the players from the England and, well, Britain and Ireland under 30s. Guys, how's it going so far? Playing in torrential downpour, and yet you're still out there, still taking a few tags here and there, aiming to score a few more tries. How's it going so far?
Yeah, the conditions are quite difficult. It's very slippery out there, but yeah, it's going all right. We could be doing a bit better, but
it's going a bit sunny now, but it really was raining earlier, I promise.
Yeah. Last couple of games, quite difficult. How are you finding playing against the Aussies?
It's a pleasure to play against, the world's best, and we are enjoying it, and we're hoping the final game we can make it a bit closer.
Yeah, to be honest, they're very, very skilled and we've been playing each other for a very long time, so it's quite difficult to match them with the guys that we've got, because we don't really know each other that well. We're training together, but not anywhere near as long as these guys.
Never played as a team in their game.
Well, how long have each of you been playing tag rugby, starting from this?
On and off 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Just about a year, I suppose.
Yeah, started in April 2010. Yeah.
About 12 months. So.
About 12 months. And training together as a team, how's that been going so far?
It's been good.
Yeah, but I mean, we can only improve. I mean, next year there's going to be the Tag Rugby World Cup, and we hope, by then we'll be a lot better together, and we hope when we go down there we can give them a good game.
And this is going to be hosted in New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand, yeah.
So saving now to get that and hopefully get a little bit more in terms of sponsorship.
Well, this is a great learning experience, and we will be looking for sponsors if we get picked to go down there, of course. Yeah.
So then a second match between the mixed squads of England and Oztag Australia. England looking for a spot of revenge. Sylvana Williams finds Scott Borg. Oh, great change of direction from Borg, who takes advantage of a gap in the English ranks and scores. Shantamura. Latoya Mason helps it on to Tim Ross. Here's Don Wild, it was behind him. And in gathering it, he crashed straight into his opponent. That is going to be Australia's penalty. Out to Mel Reid. Dave Cooper brings it back inside. Scott Borg now. Jordan Trindle. Jared Sammut. Always look favourites. And scores the try for Oztag Australia. Sammut finds Bridger. Oh, that's a magnificent pass, and Reid feeds Williams, and she will score. Magnificent play. Conditions have worsened a little here. Here's Selwyn Bridger. Oh, that's intercepted brilliantly by England's Tom Woods, and he is not going to be caught. Tom Woods will score the try for England. What a tremendous piece of anticipation from him. Time starting to run out now as Bridger comes forward. Oh, how cute was that? Sammut, he's through, but he's looking for a pass. Oh, it's an outrageous dummy, and Mel Reid scores the try. Well, they are starting to showboat a little, Oztag Australia, and who can blame them? Look at this dummy from Jared Sammut. England 1, Oztag Australia 15, the final score.
Joined by the Oztag mixed team, Kath, team captain, Scott and Selwyn. Fantastic few games so far, despite the weather. Just a few quick questions. How have you found the game so far? You've been enjoying it? Not too bad, I hope?
I think it's a good challenge to come over, and whenever you're taking any sport global or international, it's the best opportunity for us to get abroad and to represent our country, but also to raise the profile as tag over here while we're here, and to really show what a great game it is to play. And
Fantastic. How long have you guys been playing Oztag?
I've been playing for about 6 years now at state cup and national levels, but it just gets better every single year. It's good to see that we can come over here and play England, who's only been playing for 2 years, and they're competing with probably the world's best team. Like we've been winning New Zealand, so it's great to see that they can compete. Give them 2 more years and they'll be up there with everyone else. It's great to see.
And so tactics, training together, is it all coming together, or have you got a few more aces up your sleeve, a few more surprises?
Yeah, the majority of us played for a couple of years together, we've all played about 6 and 5 and 7 years. So yeah, once we all get together, we're all from different teams back home.
Yeah.
But once we all come together, we pretty much gel straight away. So
brilliant.
Yeah.
Was it difficult actually getting the funds all raised to come over here? Because it's quite a long 26-hour flight just for 2 days worth of games.
Yeah, it was quite difficult. Oztag supporters as much as they can as well, which is really good, but it's worth coming over, just coming over, playing the game, experience in different countries, not only Oztag, coming over to see different countries, it's worth the trip.
We had a lot of local companies and individual sponsorships and, you know, a few trivia nights where friends and family and anyone in the Oztag community or out of that really got behind people, and like that made a massive difference in a lot of people getting over here. Unfortunately, there was some that couldn't because of the cost of it. So, you know, it's great to see, you know, everyone here was supported by good people in our local communities and things like that. Yeah.
Veterans take to the field again. The over-30s of Oztag Australia are welcomed by the players of Great Britain and Ireland. Australia to kick off. Here's Matt Canellis. Andrew Bullivant. Terrific dummy. He splits the defence and Andrew Bullivant will score. Australia really have been handing out a try-tag lesson this afternoon. And we may see more of the same here from Craig Hawkins. Oh, that's a good tag by Martin Kearney. There's a bit of space ahead of David O'Connor here. He finds Canellis, who could go all the way. Canellis, oh, he's tagged by Barry Coughlin. Cassidy So, oh, his pass was intercepted by Steve Van Gemmet, who has Chris Hawkins in support here. Hawkins, he is tagged by Cassidy So, who made amends. Alistair Davis, they're on the last tackle here, England. Carl Duckles didn't really get hold of the kick. Here's Canellis, Lee Gallagher now. And there is David O'Connor, who is looking good for the try. Can he stay away from Wycherley? He can. David O'Connor scores. Canellis takes it to the line. There is Brandon Punter, and it's another one for Australia. Here's Scott Gandy. Looks inside to Craig Hawkins, who's streaking away. He's through the challenge, and Australia are running away with it once again. Great Britain and Ireland are starting to look a little bit demoralised here. Here's Paul Wild. He has stopped in his tracks, but Australia just keep on coming. Here's Bullivant. Oh, the pass goes into touch. Matthew Gardner picks it up and finds Brandon Punter. Punter offloads back to Gardner, who will score. They lead 6-0, but they're still piling forward, Australia. Alistair Davis with a tag there, that won't count. We're moments away now from the third and final game between the mixed squads of England and Oztag Australia. England's Tim Ross will get us underway. It's Jordan Trindle for Australia. Little dummy pass before eventually finding Trent Sinney. Back to Trindle, who will score. He started and finished that move. The kickoff finds Trent Sinney, who assisted on that last try. Oh, and he's broken through Trent Sinney. And this is going to be 2 tries in a matter of seconds for Team Australia. They're not going to catch him. Sinney scores. Well, it's all Australia at the moment. Here's Scott Borg looking for Samet, who did well to take that. Then steps round his defender, and Mel Kassim will score in the corner. Rachel Spear. Here's Tom Woods. Oh, he thought he'd been tagged, but he hadn't, and it turned out to be a good dummy. The change of pace took Tom Woods away. Oh, but now he's caught. Here's David Cooper. He's beaten one. And he's beaten a second and third defender as well. And a fourth. He's still going. Cooper. Can Ross catch him? Oh, that's got to be a penalty. It was the only way they could stop David Cooper there. Jordan Trindle just about found Scott Borg. Trindle again. Here's Kath Collins, Samet, and Melissa Mikhailov will score. And once again, Jared Samet was turning on the style. A lovely over-the-shoulder pass. Australia deep in their own half. Here's Bridger. Oh, outrageous change of direction, but it worked for him. And it's worked for David Cooper as well, who has broken through, looking for support. He's found it with Trindle, and this is going to be another try for Australia. Jordan Trindle. Here's Paula Thorne for England. Finds Tim Ross. Tries the little kick. Can he gather it? He can. Oh, yes! Tim Ross scores for England. It's their first try of the match. And it's worthy of that kind of celebration. Kath Collins gets the ball out to Jordan Trindle. And here is Jared Samet, who has got the pace. Can he gather it? He can. And Samet will score a try in spectacular style. Another somersault here. Well, there are some very tired legs out there at the moment. Although maybe not on the Australian side, who are going to score again. Well, that is unless John Wilde can get there, and I think he did. That is a tremendous last-ditch tackle. It just shows that they are not giving up, England. Kath Collins finds Scott Borg. Oh, he's toying with them, Borg. Oh, he's worked that absolutely brilliantly. And there's no knock on either. Scott Borg is going to score another try for Australia. Oh no, he's looking for a teammate. He does the gentlemanly thing and allows Kath Collins to get a try to her name. It's another big win for Oztag Australia. They defeat England by 18-1. Australia will kick off in this final meeting between the over-30 sides. Oh, and Shane Dodd could be in here. It's Paul Wycherley that grabs the tag. Alistair Davis finds Gary McNamara. His kick was half charged down. David Cooper picked it up and found Andrew Bullivant, whose dummy helps him through the middle, and Bullivant has the pace to get the try. Punter to Canellis. Here come Australia again. Oh, Canellis puts the little kick through and regathers it. He has got Steve Butler in support, and Steve Butler scores the try. Terrific play from Australia again. David O'Connor finds Brandon Punter. Gandhi helps it on to Lee Gallagher. And here is Andrew Bullivant, and he scores a try. Australia making things look very simple here. Australia continue to demonstrate their fitness and their ability. Here is Punter. Gallagher did well to pick that up on the bounce. Now here's Andrew Bullivant. Oh, a lovely one-handed layoff. Van Germit finds O'Connor, and he scores yet another try for Australia. Canellis draws the tackle and finds Matthew Gardner, who has got a clear run here. Cassidy So is not going to catch him, and Matthew Gardner scores. The home side still pegged back on their own try line. Now here's Van Germit, a raking pass out to Bullivant. He's stopped in his tracks by Martin Kearney, and that looked like a knock-on, but play is continuing with Martin Kearney, who looks like he has the pace to score for Great Britain and Ireland, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be disallowed. It's a big call coming up from the referee. Well, it was a tight one, but it does look like there was a knock-on by Kearney. It's the correct decision to disallow the try by referee Philip Brown. Steve Van Germit. Oh, that's a dreadful pass. Oh, and somehow Team GB&I couldn't come away with it. They would have scored. And in the meantime, here's Chris Hawkins, probably the fastest man on the field. He will score, I think. Oh, it's an absolute disaster for the home side. Steve Butler, what a great game he's had. Avoids one tag, then a second. Here's Gallagher, Van Germit. Looking good for Australia as Brandon Punter puts on the afterburners. Oh, and then he puts on the brakes. Here's Steve Van Germit. Could be a chance here for Craig Causey. There will be a chance for Matthew Gardner. He scores another try for Australia. 14-0 it finishes. Oztag Australia celebrating another fine result.
fantastic day for all of you. Great win in the end, and I hope you enjoyed coming over to England for this, and hopefully see you guys sometime in Kiwiland next year. Any thoughts on the state of international play?
I just think that Oztag is just going to get better. We're going to grow the sport. It's a great sport to play, and I think that anyone can play from juniors right through to seniors, as I've just displayed today. I played in the Men's Open today in the final game. Really enjoyed it. So unfortunately I didn't get a meat pie, but or a try, as we say. But really enjoyed the game, and thank you very much for the Great Britain team to sponsor this and put it on. We really enjoyed our stay, and the hospitality was just magnificent. Enjoyed our stay over here. Thank you very much. Yeah.
And some of your players, how did you find the last game there? Not too bad, I hope.
No, it was really enjoyable, the whole trip. All 3 games were played in a very good spirit, and the Great Britain boys really did a good job and represented themselves, and their team quite well, I thought. And
last question to you. Best player on your side, who'd you say?
Craig Hawkins. He's
Fantastic.
scored 13 tries over 6 games, so I think he got our vote.